Working out. Completely improvised music, completely improvised. Right now, I'd like to introduce the director of Pinellas County Department of Communications, Marcia Crawley. Come on, give her a round of applause. Come on.
Thanks, Chris. Isn't he gorgeous? Where did he get a name like that? Thank you all for coming, and I appreciate you allowing me some time to speak, and I'm very happy to be here. I think I remember about a year ago standing up here. I'd been with the county for a very short period of time, and I was sharing some information about hurricanes and how I had come into my 10th day on the job with the county and faced the potential threat of Hurricane Charlie, and delivering some of that information. And frankly, I don't think I've stopped talking about hurricanes for the past year. It's been such a wild year. I used to cover hurricanes as a reporter. As some of you may know, I spent many years in this market as a journalist, and the freedom of speech and expression are freedoms that I value and treasure and hold very dear. And I'm very proud to work for a board of county commissioners who also values those freedoms and provides the funding for this tremendous program and allows Access Pinellas to be funded and exist and provide that outlet of freedom of expression and speech for so many of you, so many of the participants. Secondly, I'd like to thank St. Petersburg College for providing this wonderful facility and all of the technology to allow us to bring this to you tonight. Cherub's Connection, who gave us that wonderful food. Thanks for the sushi. I happen to love sushi. And my wonderful staff for working so many long hours to help all of you to provide the courses and instruction necessary to make these programs possible. With that, I'll turn it right back over to Chris Gorgeous.
I'm not going to tell stupid jokes. I'm not going to tell you about myself. I'm not going to get into how I'm a stand-up comedian. You can see me at the Comedy Zone every week. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to insult your intelligence. I'm not going to get up here and pretend that I'm some important person who's won awards all over the country. Not going to tell you about that. Going to keep that a secret. And if you want to know, I have a flyer in the back and my resume. Thank you. Not going to tell you about my personal life or that it was my birthday this past weekend. Not going to tell you that I'm 40 now. Not going to share that with you. Keep that. I think I just did, but I won't harp on it. I'm also not going to get into the fact that I'm single. And then my last name is Gorgeous, which is kind of dorky. I'm not going to get into that. But what I am going to do is, just try to do a good show here and keep everything rolling and have a good time. I'm not going to try to get into the history of public access, the history that, actually Nanuka the North was the first public access movie show. I don't know if you knew that, but I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to... What is that? What is... Hello? Yes? Oh, it's Paul Douglas, everybody. Paul Douglas. Up on the screen there.
Like that white balance. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Congratulations on hosting this year's show. You're doing a great job.
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks for not doing any of those other things. The things that... Hang on a second. There's a fish on my shoulder. Hey, glad you're hosting this. You're a very funny man. You've done 4 awards with us, and we're happy. Just mention Mongo Like Candy a few more times because we're really proud of that. Really...
Yeah, but Paul, in all honesty, well, first of all, how come your lips aren't moving? What's up with that?
Ooh, I've attained a new level of thought, a new level of transcendental meditation, a level where lips are no longer needed. Kind of like Bush.
Oh.
But we're not going to go there, are we? Anyway.
No, I'm not going to get into my party affiliation, Vote Green Party. I'm not going to do that.
Let me turn around a little bit here. Thinking a little more about your suit there. Maybe a tie might have helped out.
I was just trying to do the LA thing, just try to be cool.
Okay. Well, just mention Mongo Like Candy a couple of more times. We're really proud of that.
Well, yeah, I know, I realize that, but we haven't done a show since last year. We did one show. We won the awards last year, and so this is really about these guys here tonight. It's not really about us.
Ah. But Noah built one ark.
Yes, that's true. Noah only built one ark, but we haven't done another episode, so I really don't think it's fair to kind of harp on Mongo Like Candy. or the fact that we won a national award or any of that. I don't.
You have a point there,